Hello, everybody. Brandon with Fold Up Games. Welcome back to another exciting devlog for Moondog. A very temporary working title. It's getting more temporary by the minute. The title is going to be something pretty cosmic and exciting and more in keeping with the retro throwback style that we're working on. So, cool stuff is afoot. I'm going to go and get myself some data. Data. Ha, there we go. Data points. Tracking ourselves some cargo ships, which are another thing that need to be operational before the game really gets going. I'm going to go and because I'm cheating, I'm going to continue cheating. We're working on the patch system. I've got some ideas on it. I also worked on the character, so he looks better. And I did some important coding. So he slides along now. You're probably thinking, great, he's moving. Well, he used to get stuck on edges and stuff and just sort of go thump, thump, thump. Now he slides along real nicely, so it's just a better user experience. That's the kind of stuff that's kind of hard to show in a devlog where it's like, I did important things. You just don't want to sit there and watch me code it all. But it was good and it's important and awesome. I think I like the character pretty well. Not quite finished with him, but I'll animate him and stuff when I'm more happy with him. But I think that's a better look, and he fits in a lot better than what you saw last time. So nice progress. But I got tired of, hey, you're supposed to vanish. I made it hang up, did I? So I got a little tired of messing with cities, so I took a break and decided to make these cargo ships. And they have a destination where they're trying to head towards the jump gates. There they go. They're like space cows. I'll have a couple of different designs for them in the future. Also, in the future, they'll have factions that they're part of. That's the overall game plan. And so if you attack one, you'll be losing reputation with one system or another. You can tell I'm getting sucked in by the sun, so I fixed that glitch. I updated coding. Again, stuff you might not care about unless you're into coding. I added code to where you're really very nicely getting sucked in to the system if you get to the outer planet zone. So you really feel like there you go. You just crossed over a threshold and you know where the threshold is. Very important. Also important is die, cargo ship. Die, cargo ship. And he's shooting back at me. My shields work. As you can see, I took damage. That's fun. It's practically a video game. Now he can imagine me running my fanny off because he's hurting me too much, or he's got escort attack ships coming after me. There we go. He stopped shooting me at a certain range. That's good. I cross over the barrier, the grand threshold. You can't go cruising off into infinity, so the game's going to try to yank you back in. Whoop, I'm still under attack, so you can So you get an idea of what's going on here. I've got myself like seriously keyed up as dev cheater mode with a fast ship and fast guns and stuff. I want to get shot. Dang it! I still don't want to get killed even though it's dev mode. Come on, darn you! I just want to see the gate open for you. You jerk! Stop shooting me! Stop shooting me! Look, the gate opened. And then he would go through the gate. There's another cargo ship. I can change the spawn rate on them and figure it out. Another thing I want to do that's a bit more nerdy is to decide on their pathfinding to be a little bit cooler and a little bit more code-like. So we can land on planets. This is the other thing I was working on that I kind of got a little wigged out and annoyed and decided to switch to cargo ships instead. When I first started working on cities, I was really looking at them at a kind of horizontal side-scrolling thing, and I was like, well, why not let them go up and down a little bit, and they can like navigate around other people who are on the street. Maybe I've gone too far and trying to do too much up and down, and I need to get back into thinking about it in a lateral, horizontal kind of a concept, especially towards adding background images and mountains and stuff. It might look a lot better. I like the cool look of the ship landed here. This is pretty neat, and I can walk around behind it because just a little bit of stuff, which I think is cool considering that you're actually in a 3D environment, but I'm using a 2D environment. I'm sorry, but I'm using 3D assets in it. The other thing, we can enter the ship through the cargo hatch. That's important. That's some coding that's happening. Again, stuff that you wouldn't notice unless it doesn't work. So it's working out the cargo hatch. Back into the ship, Cool. So the city was kind of annoying me, and I can't tell if it's because I'm approaching it the wrong way or if I just need to keep working on it and make it look nicer. Put in doors, street lights, shop windows, other citizens, and if I do that, it'll all be great and the whole thing will come to life. Or if I just need to change some angles, or if my art style is wrong. I don't know what it is, but the cities aren't doing it for me yet, and I don't know why. I changed the camera to a lot closer of an angle, and I kind of like that better. But it kind of shows off any flaws in my character at that point. So I need to work on the character and probably re-render him in a more of a sharp pixel kind of a look. Not pixel art, but a sharp, not so anti-aliased look. But another thing I worked on, lack of animation. I worked on lack of animation, nailed it. No animation, accomplished. This has not been changed. We haven't changed that yet. I've been thinking about that in terms of dials and gauges and wiring diagrams that I've been looking at, so I'm kind of gathering a reference on it. The other thing I changed, though, was to make sure that, look at that. All right, you're like, okay, what happened? Nothing happened. You couldn't notice anything, but I landed on that planet, and when I left, I was still at that planet. It's kind of important, If I go through a jump gate, I just cheated to go through it. By the way, it's got the cost of the jump is there, so I'll have to put in how much money you've got, because that's supposed to be a cash sink, so you can't just go jumping all over the place. You do have to engage with the trading aspect of the game to make sure you can afford it, because in addition to moving the plot forward, you've got to maintain your ship and maintain your gate fees and do upgrades so that you can get over to some areas that are going to be too far. Why are they too far? Well, because right now you're stuck in the outer rim area, so you need to do some trading and upgrade your ship, get a breakthrough, then you can go to the next areas and start to expand. That's the overall flow, the core game loop. Flying around, doing cargo, you should feel like that a privateer kind of a concept, really hoofing cargo around the galaxy. But anyway, so progress has occurred. I got a lot more work to do. For what it's worth, I also fixed the gravitational pull. This is that system I was checking out in the last video, and it wasn't working, so now it is. So it's kind of cool that you can, if you fly your ship in an orbital kind of a way, hey, there you go, in an orbital, I have no idea where he came from. Oh, I didn't despawn them after leaving the other one. If you fly your ship in an orbital kind of a way, I keep getting distracted by shiny things. You just fly more better. Backwater looks a little nicer there. So, boo, 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 pew. Yeah, I didn't despawn the cargo ships. But if you fly your ship in kind of an orbital way around the sun, you won't be fighting against gravity. You'll be flowing with it. So that's a good thing. I just came out backward. Don't know why. Don't worry about it. It's fine. So yeah, ship, I don't remember if I'd updated the little flare, the rockety bit at the back of the ship or not before. But it's looking pretty good. I'm going to add in some derelicts, and we need escort ships, and just really bring the whole galaxy to life. It'll be great. Epsilon Station, there you are. There's a cool thing. I don't think there's any other planets here. Holy cow, that thing has got some epsilon. It's got some pull to it. See what I mean? I just did a little slingshot maneuver, and that's not technically coded into the game, but if you fly the ship like you know what you're doing with space physics and zero-G physics, the ship will behave in a way that it should. So flying along, turn around, slow the heck down. There, it did it. And flying around in orbital, I didn't really code it in as in orbital dynamics, but it just works that way just because of the code. It's just kind of a natural outcome of it. So anyway, lots of fun. Things are happening. There's a lot of things happening in the code side of it that doesn't really show up as a cool visual. So it's kind of hard to do a devlog and show you all the cool things that are happening when it's not all necessarily things to look at, but just things that are functioning better. So continuing to work on the cities because I've got like 30 cities that I really need to build, and it'll take me some time. I need to build other shops. I need to build probably some bars for you to hang out and gossip. There's so many things to do. There's a lot to do, but a lot of the important framework is happening, and a lot of the main important stuff that needs to happen is happening. By the way, we're all caught up on what's been happening as far as devlogs go, so I don't have anything else in the can, as they say, for the future. This is the most current video that I've got. So next time, if you get a video, it's going into the future, and I've got to make things like over the weekend here and post it out on Tuesdays and Thursdays if I'm on it. Hopefully I will continue to be on it. At the time of this recording, next week is Thanksgiving, so we might not have a Thursday episode. So we'll find out what happens. But I appreciate you being here. I appreciate the comments. If you leave comments, I will read them, and I do like interacting with people. So you guys have a great day. Thumbs up if you can. If you can't, then, thanks for watching. Bye now.